Does it look okay? Does it look blurry?
Dad, come play some
What?
ball.
Fine. Hey everyone, it's Kinsey here and welcome to my channel. Now I know I'm new, but if you're feeling just a little bit wild, you should totally hit that subscribe button just for fun so you can watch as I upload new videos every Monday. Today, if you couldn't tell by the title, I am doing a natural glowy beauty look. So if you're interested in that, keep watching. First thing I'm going to do is take my e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. And I know a lot of people like the poreless putty primer. They were out of it at the store and I was just impulsive and just went ahead and bought this one. A lot of people don't like it because it has glitter in it, but I don't mind. It doesn't bother me. I like to shine. So what I'm doing is just putting this all over my face, focusing mostly on the T-zone and under my eyes. I already put a moisturizer on earlier, so just bring a little bit down the neck. Oh, by the way, yes, I have one side of my hair braided and the other side not braided, and that's because my arms started to hurt after I did this braid, and so I was like, you know what, for the grand reveal, both sides will be braided and it'll make it even better. Next, what I'm going to do is take my damp Real Techniques Beauty Blender and I mix the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Hydrating ColourPop foundation, and I use the color Light 45W, and then I also mix it with my Wet n Wild Dewy Luminous Photo Focus, whatever this is. This is the color Soft Ivory. I mix these two together because they're both kind of a dewy formula, and this one's a little bit yellow for me. I don't know why I'm like winking my eye, but this one's a little bit yellow for me, so I needed to do a little mix, and I think it gives really nice natural coverage. And then I go and just pat that on my face. I don't have that fancy technology stuff, so that's why my sound is not the best, and I have a mirror over here, so if you see me looking over here a lot, I'm just like... I use my beauty blender when I want that more like dewy finish, and I use a brush if I want a more fuller coverage. I feel like the ColourPop is really easy to build up if you want fuller coverage, so... And I do go over my lips because I have very red lips, and I like to cancel out some of that red even when I put on stuff at the end, so I do keep that on there. Alright, for concealer, I'm not going to use a whole bunch of this because I do want it to be more of that natural look, but I'm using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in Fair Warm, and it's like this. It is really messy, and I don't know why it keeps coming out the lid like that, but I'm just going to put... I do not do heavy concealer, like, at all. You guys are going to be like, that's like no concealer, but... And... blend it in. Now, I have this little red thing right there, if you can see it under my eye. I don't know what it is. This 80-year-old doctor who was a bit different, when I had the flu, he looked at it on my eye and he was like, "What's that under your eye?" And I was like, "I don't know. It's been there for a while." And then he said, "You should really get that checked out." And then he left. And then he peeked his head back in and said, "Yeah, I really don't like that there. Go get it checked out." And I've not gotten it checked out, but that's what that is, in case you're just wondering. While that is drying out, I will add a little bit of powder, but for my eyes, it's very simple. I don't do a lot. But to give me a more glowy look, I do go in with a more tan color in the eyes. I don't know, I just heard that makes you look a little more tan when you do that. So I'm using the e.l.f. Bite Size palette in the Pumpkin Pie. So the other palette I'm using is the Revlon Skin Lights palette. It's really inexpensive, but I like it because I feel like it adds just a little like bronzy pop. So what I'm going to do first is go into that Pumpkin Spice little bite-sized palette. I don't know what the colors are, but I'm using this cool-toned brown. Well, I call it cool-toned. To be honest, I'm not really sure. I'm still learning. So we're going to take that, and then I'm just putting it right above my crease because I do have hooded eyes. And I'm just blending it in right here above my crease. I'm telling you, this is so simple, guys. It's nothing crazy. And then blending it outwards just to kind of open my eyes a little bit. Tap, tap, tappity, tap, tap, tap. Oh, let's see. And let's go in on a little bit more. I'm always more heavy-handed on this side than this side, and I don't know why. Just natural. You can always add a little more if you want. And then with the Revlon, so here's what I do with this. I mix this color and this color. I don't know if you can see that. I know it's not focusing well. I'm not good at figuring out focusing yet either, but this is the more bronzy color and this is the whiter color, and I mix them and take about that much maybe, and I put it on my eyelid, just like starting over here in the corner, pulling it out and kind of blending it into that color that I used above the crease. In case you didn't notice, I did go back in with a little bit more of that color pop and built up just a little bit more coverage on my face. In case you noticed that it looks a little bit different, that is why. Alright, so that's really it for the eyes. Since that concealer and foundation has dried, I am going to use this Wet n Wild Mega Glow contouring palette. I use Caramel Toffee, but I really only use it for the yellow color. I used to use it for the bronzer, but now that it's winter, it just looks too orangey on me, and I don't like that. So I'm just putting a little bit under my eyes to lock in the concealer, and then around my nose and my forehead and my chin. That's really all I use it on, because I still want a little more glowy look. Before I put on bronzer, and I am going to use the Rare Beauty liquid blush. I really like this liquid blush. Some people don't like liquid blush, but I really like it, and I think it gives a really natural look. This is the color Joy, and what I do with this, because if you're not careful, you can get way too much. So I just take a little bit, dab it like right there, and maybe a little bit up in here. Okay. Now, I like that glowy, like almost like you've just been out in the sun, a little bit sunburned kind of look. If you don't like that, keep it up in here. Don't bring it down here. Pull it back up and blend out. But I take a little bit like across my nose and right here where you naturally get like a sunburn, because I just like to look like a lobster. I don't know why, I enjoy this look. Now I'm taking my beauty blender again. Well, my Real Techniques beauty blender. I guess it's not legit, but it is what it is. And then next for bronzer, the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I have the mini one. I think it was like $10 at Target, maybe $5. I can't remember. I just love the way it smells, because it smells beachy to me. I'm taking this little angled brush by Firma 103, tapping off the excess, and I take it up here, and I focus a little bit more on my cheek area rather than my contour area, because for this more natural look, I'm not contouring too much. And then taking it up on the temples, up in here. I need to add just a little bit more up here since I am wearing braids. And I take a little bit under my head, chin area, and bring that down. And blend all over it again. This next part I really love because I think it really adds that glowy look. You can be heavier handed or you can be lighter handed, just depending on how much glow you want. I'm going to use this Hard Candy Sheer Envy Glow Setting Spray. It says it's with Radiant Pearls and Coconut Oil Luminous Setting Spray. Personally, it's a very odd setting spray because it feels like you poured Kool-Aid on your face and then it dried and it's sticky. So I don't fully recommend this one, but I use it anyways. I'm going to spray that all over my face. And it smells like old candy. For my highlighter, I'm using this Wet n Wild Loose Highlighter, and I love this highlighter. It's called I'm So Lit, and oh wow, That's not good. I'll be right back. Alright, I have tried opening this. My husband has tried opening this. We cannot get it open. So now I'm trying this. But children, do not try this at home. That sounded lame. This has never happened. I use this. This is not safe to do this, but ridiculous. This makes me so sad because this is like really what gives the look, like a luminous glowy look. I have to open it. I will be back again. Okay, I finally got it, and what I had to do was throw it outside, and I will insert the picture here of what happened, but we got it. We got it open and we are ready. So this is what it looks like on the inside. It's very shimmery, very finely milled. Like, I don't know, I'll just put it on the back of my hand if you can see. I just love the shimmer. So what I do is I take it on the back of my finger and I start putting it in the places that I want. On my nose. Now it comes off pretty, I guess extravagant is the right word. I don't know. It looks pretty intense, but as you blend it out, and I do use my fingers to blend it out, it's not as intense. Like, it does come down a lot, but it just gives such a nice glow because it's not like glitter. It's a nice, pretty, finely milled, as I said, shimmer. You can make this as intense as you want. You can come in looking like a Christmas tree, one of those like white Christmas trees, you know, or you could be like, I'm just really feeling a subtle glow, a healthy subtle glow. One thing I have done before is put this on before my foundation, like just covered my whole face with it. It didn't look the best, but it was a thing. What I'm going to do now is my eyebrows. So I use is precisely my brow benefit pencil. I have it in the color 3. I just lightly brush and lightly do my brows, especially when I'm going for this more natural look. Okay, my brows are done. The next thing I'm going to do off camera as well is put on my mascara. So I'm going to put on mascara, I'm going to do the other braid, and then we'll come back and do the lips and just glow. Alright, my hair is braided and my mascara is on. So all I have left to do is the lips. I am going to use the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the color Sandstorm. And then also this Juicy, it used to be say Juicy, but it came off. It's from the ColourPop Juicy Lip Collection. Okay, I outlined my lips off camera because I don't have all that special technology, like I've said before, and I can't see up close. So I just went ahead and did that. I'm gonna apply the lip gloss. And that is shimmery. If you don't want that much shimmer, it's understandable. I'm gonna do a few more spritz of the Kool-Aid spray. Yes, the Kool-Aid man. Alright guys, and this is the complete glow look. If you thought this was somewhat entertaining, then you should definitely subscribe or just come back another time and see if you like anything else that I do. If you have any suggestions or any makeup you want me to review, I would be happy to. Leave your comments down below and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.